move on to number 8.
Okay, so for me, it's Jason X at number 8. Now, to me, this is it's a dumb movie, but it's so much fun. I think it's one of those movies that you end up laughing at, and I guess in some respect, it's somewhat the Scream of its own franchise because, as Chad had mentioned too, it pokes fun of itself. It pokes fun of its history, and it pokes fun of the tropes. It's very much self-aware, and the audience gets that because you can see that in the movie as well, and you get that connection, I guess you can say, where it's like, oh yeah, this is a staple of the Friday the 13th franchise and blah blah blah. And one of my favorite scenes in that, honestly, was when he was in the hologram, I want to say hologram room, but where he, they were distracting him with an 80s scene, and you have the 80s girls that are like, you want to smoke some pot and you want to have sex.
Yeah.
And him just whipping them against the tree over and over. um i I think it was fun, and then of course they they had to like superfy him, so it's just so much. And then the ice breaking scene too, the with the
Liquid
face.
nitrogen.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, it's just such a memorable kill. It's fun, but it's stupid. So I had to put it up there a little bit.
All right, go ahead, Chad.
For my, what are we on, number 8? For my number 8, I chose Freddy versus Jason. um, it's just, I just think that movie just it's just kind of a big, silly, goofy thing, and then like the fight scenes are really just crazy and over the top. Like, it takes place in the real world, but they fight like they're in the Matrix or something. And he's like ramming Freddy through walls and window seals and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. And then, just the sort of crazy, like, it doesn't really have like I know the characters really have a purpose. I don't know. It just wasn't, the greatest film of that they could have done for the meeting of the monsters.
All right, coming in at my number 8 with a Rotten Tomato critic score of 26% and the audience score of 46%, I'm going with the Friday the 13th reboot. And just a fair warning here, it's not because I don't like this movie. This is my favorite film franchise of all time, and I'm just getting to the ones that I like. I like pretty much all these movies, something about them. I just have to put them in a ranking. This one is basically a reboot of the first 4 combined, I mean, that's basically what this does. I agree, the characters are kind of shitty. The weed jokes are lame. But you get the lake scene from the first one. You get Sackhead Jason. You get him finding his mask.
Right.
So it has a lot of cool kills. It has gratuitous nudity, so it feels like it's out of the 80s for no reason. So overall, I still think this one's pretty good.
So for my number 7, I put Freddy versus Jason in that one. Well, for one, I'm a little sentimental to it just because 2003, that was the year where you guys and myself, we were going to the theaters just about every weekend. And when we heard this film was coming